Shoot.
Yeah, Corey, Shantaria Anamele, she really improved her stock this weekend and really benefited from the blow-up package.
Yeah.
The shooting guard, 2024 from Houston, who played with the Arkansas Mavs, she blew up. She blew up this weekend, and it wasn't even a certified event.
Yeah, that's the thing. She got the opportunity. She got placed on a team with some like-minded players, like-minded talent. And I mean, it's what she got right out the gate. Right out the gate, got dealt the Team Lex team, and that's Joey Simmons' team. We all know he's an evaluator, a voter. Jason Keys right there on the sideline. We all know he's an evaluator.
The baseline. He was on the baseline.
He on the baseline. And so and they got, several ranked players.
They do.
And
no doubt about it.
She came to play and showed out, outperformed them, and got the W. So
not only did she get the W, she hit the game winner. She hit the game winner on Team Lex.
She hit the game winner after just 5 seconds at the most missing,
Right.
That same exact shot.
And that's, right now, that's an unranked player.
Right.
Playing against some top 20 players.
Right. Top 20, future McDonald All-American players, so I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it like I see it, it's hard to go head to head with a team full of ranked players, but when their coach, controls the ranking.
That's true.
There's only one way to make an impression.
Facts.
And that's to go head to head and beat them.
That's true. That's true. So what else do you have to do?
There's nothing else to do but put the pen to the pad and place her in the rankings.
That's right.
There's nothing else to do. That's the only thing left to do.
Yeah, we tell a kid, if you want to get your name out there, you got to go up against the so-called best and beat the best.
Exactly. You 100% have to do that. And the way I feel about it, if you do that and the rankings don't happen for you, then the rankings are a joke.
That's true.
Because there's nothing else to lean on.
That's facts.
There's nothing else to lean on. You can't say, I got to see her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke. Otherwise, there's nothing that they can say, you can't say, I need to see her play some more. I need to see her play against big time talent. I got to see her do it over and over again. No, she bust. It's a difference if they had one ranked player.
Right.
They sitting up there with 4 or 5.
Man, they had the point guard was number 8? And was number 8 in the country. I mean, and shoot, she busted their ass.
And hats off, Sean. You did what you're supposed to do, man. Hats off to your family, for your mom and dad, providing you the resources. You were prepared when you got the opportunity. You took advantage of it. I saw your dad over there, he hit that game-winning shot.
Doing the Superman.
He did Superman.
He did the Superman.
He
had the cape on.
I saw Anaya for dad. He was just as proud and happy for you. We had him on a podcast together. Two great gentlemen. But it's all in Sean's hand. Like they can't play the game for her.
That's true.
So she handled her part.
So we appreciate you, Sean, being a part of the Baseline Talk blow-up package, because you gave us the opportunity and you believed in us to place you on a team to where you best fit, and believed in us enough to do that and just go out on a limb. This was your first time playing with Arkansas Mavericks. You were a starter, never played with them before, never practiced before, and you fit in just fine. So that says that we made a good decision. And not only did you blow up, well, it's kind of led you to the decision that you had to do. Sean, to all the college coaches out there, she decommitted today. It's something that she had to do because of the blow up. She's blowing up, and the decision might have been a little hurried. So she felt like it was time to reevaluate. Not saying that Liberty doesn't have a chance, and I respect you, Liberty, for being understanding in this process and continue to recruit her, because she very well may end up at Liberty. But in the meantime, she has opened up her recruitment, and she's blowing up. Not only has she opened up her recruitment, but with the blow-up package and the hype behind her and the coverage that she got, the media coverage she got this weekend, she picked up 2 more offers, Corey.
Picked up 2 more offers.
She picked up 2 more offers.
Man.
I mean, she'll post them. We're not gonna give them out.
Right.
She'll post them tomorrow, but she's picked up 2 more offers. So what I'm telling you people out there is, if you feel that you deserve more exposure, more publicity, and you want offers and you fit the bill, please reach out to us and let us place you on the blow up package. And Sean is a living example. She blew up, and this wasn't even a certified weekend.
Right.
So she has not only 2 new offers, but she has several more coaches that's expecting to see her in July as well.
Right. And I give shout out to the director and the coach at Arkansas Mavs.
Oh man,
because
heck of a job.
Yeah, did a heck of a job. Reached out to him and made the connection and everything. So it's one thing for the parent/player to be open to the blow up package, but it's also another thing for the coach, to be open to the blow up package. I mean, Ed Durham, Arkansas Mavs, rolled out the red carpet, put the ball in her hand. He didn't play around with it at all.
At all.
Game 1 against Team Lex, she didn't start lineup.
Man, I respect Ed, because basically what that says about Ed, he did a great job of just evaluating. Once he knew she was coming, he looked at her film, looked at her tape, looked at her strengths, looked at her weaknesses, and he put her in the best opportunities available. So I really got to give you a lot of respect, Ed. You actually drew up plays during timeouts for Sean. I mean, that's basically how she hit the game winner. That was a timeout call, drew up a play, and it was perfectly executed, and you have the game winner, man. So Ed, shout out to you, man, for your evaluation skills, and also for your just confidence and your belief in a player and believing in your eyes.
Yeah. So hey, take it and run with it, man. It was a perfect fit for her. She fits right in with those kids. Parents embraced her. Coaching staff embraced her, players embraced her. I'm just excited for Sean. Will, his wife and family. You guys go out. Have a great July.
Right.
You guys have a great July.
Have a great July.
Yeah.
And moving forward, man, we was pretty hard on Full Throttle and the Earn not giving tournament directors, but y'all did a good job. Y'all put those matchups together. Y'all actually gave us what we wanted to see, and it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I mean, Saturday was living proof. It was lots of energy, lots of intensity. It was some good matchups and some good games. So we just thank y'all for just allowing us to just have a voice. Just have a voice. And not saying that we influence y'all in any way, but we appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all watching. And man, at the end of the day, we got to give y'all a shout out. It was a good tournament. It was a good tournament, man. We saw some good games, and coming soon for all the college coaches out there. It was some outstanding 15s. It was some outstanding 15s ball played out there. We're gonna give a little back report on that coming up, a little recap. We don't wanna drop the names too soon, but there's some kids that are some must offer kids. Like these kids are 2027s going into the 9th grade, but they are what I call must offer kids, like right now. These are Power 5 kids. And you coaches, you know that, you know, me and Corey been in the game for a minute and we have credibility. So reach out to us. You know, we may give you a few little nuggets, man. But Corey, man, what else did you see out there, man, this weekend? It was some good stuff, good basketball overall.
It was good basketball, man. You know, got a chance to put a second eye on Keely Parks.
Yeah.
Texas Lex, Alexis Jones. You know, she's dubbed. She's skilled. She's good, man.
Yeah.
It didn't take long for us to like, you know, to say, oh, that's Keely Parks.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, now we would have loved to see Keely Parks versus Cypher and Aaliyah Chavez, but you know, I'm a believer that's a player. You know,
she's a player. She got some game, man. She's smooth. She's poised. You know, I don't know if she's a point guard or a two guard yet. It's kind of in between because she likes to get to the basket. She likes to attack. She likes to score. You know.
Yeah.
So as far as development wise, Keely Parks, I would like to really see her get her teammates involved. If you're a one, if you're playing a point guard, I would like to see you get your teammates involved early on and stay in rhythm and still get yours at the same time. I also want to say San Antonio Finest, 17U team, look real good, real solid. Got some really solid 2026 players. Have some big names on there already that you heard of. Bella Hines, I believe she's gonna be a big time player. So I was impressed with San Antonio Finest because they were young. You know, they were a lot of 26s on that team. Played a good game. They actually beat Arkansas Mavericks by 1.
Yeah.
You know, we went down to the wire. So, you know, San Antonio Finest look good. Cypher, you know, y'all been holding on to the #1 spot. Y'all been there and, hey, had some tough games. May have struggled a little bit, but at the end of the day,
did what champions do.
Did what champions do. Got the W, whether it was a hard W or easy W. Y'all got it the hard way, the easy way, whatever you had to do, man. And so I want to give y'all a shout out to being the best team in Texas. Y'all still the best team in Texas.
Man, you know, they switching gears a little bit, man. I'm about to say, I think this event had, you know, 2 of the top rising 9th graders. What is that, 2027s?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these kids.
That's what I was saying, man. That 15U group, man. Cypher got a tough one. No, they got 2 or 3 on that team. Lady Jets had some nice ones. Lady Jets had some nice ones. Pro Skills had some nice ones. I mean,
Arkansas Mavs
had some nice ones. You know, a lot of people looked at the 17U group, but if you just kind of walked down the ladder a little bit and looked at the 15s and really laid eye on them, that division was just as good as the 17U division.
And shout out to you guys for putting those matchups together and doing what you got to do, bring that talent in as well. I think the team out of Oklahoma Swift. Yeah, Oklahoma Swift. Yeah. No,
they legit. They're legit. Yeah, the coach's daughter is legit. The one that's committed to Nebraska, she's legit. She's legitimate.
Every bit legit.
She's a player. You know, we got a chance to talk to her mother, which is the coach of Oklahoma Swift and the founder. And we had a really, really good conversation with her and looking forward to having her on the podcast real soon.
Right.
Pro Skills. I got to give y'all props, man. Y'all started out the summer a little slow out the gates, But y'all finishing up for this tune-up going into the certified weekend. Y'all handled y'all
Made up
business.
some ground. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all pretty much elevated yourselves because when you look at it, you know, we talking about Team Alexis Jones having all those ranked players, man. They struggled. They struggled this weekend.
Yeah.
But they struggled because they played some tough teams. You know, the two losses that they had one was to Pro Skills and the other was to the Arkansas Mavericks.
Right.
So we got a chance to see what happens when you play against some big time premier competition.
Right.
You know, PBR bumped into some premier competition.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's good for the game. It's good for y'all girls. It's good for y'all teammates. And you know, I think they got humbled a little bit, which is good for all players.
Yeah, that's good. You know, and I'm gonna change it up a little bit. An event is great. The event was great, but what makes an event great is the competition, man. But you know, that hospitality suite was jumping, bro.
Ooh, hospitality suite was on, man. The gumbo, the baked potato, with the Alfredo sauce on top.
Yeah, man. You know, so what is it? It was NOLA Catering. You know,
NOLA Catering
is at what is it? At NOLA, NOLA Knows Balls.
Man,
you know,
straight out of New Orleans.
Straight out of New Orleans. You know,
had
you guys
accent and everything.
Right.
Baby. They had the accent and everything, baby.
Yeah. So hey, check out our one of our reels, which, you know, I don't remember off the top of my head. If I'm gonna fast forward too, because I did just find it. But it does have, you know, their number on it.
Yeah.
But, hey man, shout out to the hospitality that you showed to all the teams that supported. Here it is. Her number is 945-217-8641. NOLA Catering, 945-217-8641. Man, that's cooking right there, man. Anytime you get some cooking out of New Orleans, it's on.
Nice little family business, great hospitality from the New Orleans area. You know, you kind of get that Bayou New Orleans vibe with them, man. And their food was off the chain. And what I loved about it is because a lot of times they known to have real spicy. It wasn't real spicy. They kind of was compatible to Texas with the food that they had. I really enjoyed it.
You know how, you know, we used to have Miss Jackson coming in.
Oh yeah, Miss Jackson used to slam it down. I think that's kind of where the hospitality room was adopted from. Yeah. You know, I think Miss Jackson kind of laid the foundation of hospitality rooms. Right. Every event is looking for that big time cook.
Right. So, hey man, that keep you guys pull one out your bag. That keep teams coming back to the hospitality suite, man. It's different than just, you know, loading them up with some Chick-fil-A sandwiches and stuff. No, you guys came with the real catering, you know, NOLA's Catering, and she did exactly what she know how to do, you know, and they did a great thing, man. But yeah, man, you know, on another note, man, the Hardwood Classic, you know.
Yeah.
We actually got the inside tea. We're not gonna share that, but you know, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. We got some good tea.
Yeah, but we was able to slide through to the Hardwood Classic as well, and had a chance to talk with you know, JC Abbey.
Oh yeah, JC Abbey, the USA gold medalist, had a real good interview with JC Abbey that's coming soon, man. For you young players out there, she dropped some really good advice, some really good wisdom for the young players. And she's a special young lady. She's a special young lady. She's a classy young lady. She's professional, talented, man. JC Abbey she's everything you want in a player. So if you're a college coach and you hit the lottery and get JC Abbey, you got a golden nugget. You got a golden nugget.
Yeah, so they had some good matchups over there. and everything, man. It was just, you know, like we predicted. It's good for the sport. It's good for the girls. Both events were great.
Arkansas Mass and Texas U was a good game.
Yeah. The top to bottom, the 15s were good. The 16s were good. I'm talking about these matchups. The 17s were good matchups and everything. So I thought all that was, it was amazing, man. It was just a good weekend.
Yeah, it was. And for you college coaches out there, we gonna give you one good nugget. There's a 4 player that plays for the Arkansas Mavs.
Oh my.
Man, she's number 12. Her name is, we'll get her name in a minute, but this girl is a beast. She has an excellent upside. I mean, she's like a tweener, like an undersized post. Her name is Elena Rouser. Elena Rouser from Mississippi. Coaches, if you're looking for a 4-player, about 6 foot, 6'1", dog that will go get you rebounds, can knock down every free throw every time she gets fouled, D's up, runs the floor. I mean, consistent from top to bottom, high motor. Elena Rouser is your girl. So she plays for Arkansas Mavericks. She's from Mississippi. Elena Rouser, be on the lookout, man. She's a can't miss. She has a few offers. She has some, a lot of HBCU schools after her. But hey, take a look. Give us a call. We can give you a little information on her. But she's a big time player. I was really impressed with her.
Yeah. So this event, I think they were close to 90 teams, maybe somewhere between 90 to 95. Very good event. Drive Nation had about 48 teams. So we're this podcast we've been talking about of course these really can't miss D1 prospects, but we all know all these kids can't, they will not, unfortunately, won't be Division I, and that's where the main court event is going to come into play.
Oh, that's where it's going to come into play. And we also have a special service that's going on right now. I mean, if you're a player that needs some exposure for $25, we're going to give you great exposure. It's going for $25 for the first 24 hours. And then after that, it goes up to $40. But what we'll do is we'll evaluate you, give you a nice summary on the podcast, and just kind of help you get the exposure that you need for $25. So this is going into July. And if you miss out on July 15th, the main court, come holler at us. Baseline Talk will be in the building. When Baseline Talk is in the building, it's just like it's alive here.
Right.
Because, me and Corey, we have the credibility, we have the relationships with college coaches from doing this for over 15 years that we can help your child get a scholarship. We talked to a couple parents today on the phone. They sent us some film. And these are kids that are under the radar. These are the kids that are playing on court 45 and court 77 doing live period events. And we're looking at these kids' tape and we're saying, this is a D1 athlete. This is a kid that can get a free scholarship. So reach out to us, send us your film, and just take advantage of this service.
Yep. That's what we're doing this for. Trust me, it is working, man. So overall, man, it's great weekend, man. Great weekend, and full throttle. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep bringing this event back. Hardwood Classic, that's Jamber basketball. Keep bringing it back. Keep bringing it. I think it gave everybody work. Y'all gave everybody a platform to work on their game, and from the college coaches, the eval period starts on the 7th. Get in the gym this weekend, work on your game. Then the weekend after that, it's time to take the test. It's time to get with it.
And because Sean got the blow-up package, be looking out for the Zoom call with Sean. We're going to recap her experience with the Arkansas Mavericks. We're going to talk about her decommitment. We're going to talk about her offers that she has on the list right now. And it's going to be an interesting Zoom call. So it's something that you don't want to miss.
That's what's up. Man, so another thing that came to our attention, in which it needs to be talked about.
Yeah, it does.
It needs to be talked about. You know,
it really does.
You know, in this space, it's not gonna work out for everybody. You know, sometimes you're gonna play on a team. It's just not gonna be a good fit. Sometimes you've been in the program for a few years. It's just not gonna be a good fit. Sometimes you're gonna be at a high school, not be a good fit. You're gonna transfer. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm directing this toward the adults.
Adults.
The club coaches, high school coaches, and really college coaches. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's in it for the kids.
Yeah, that's in it for the kids. But, you know, when it don't work out or the family chooses, you know, makes the decision that this is not gonna be, you know, good for my kid, I'm going to say thank you and I'm gonna go, you know, somewhere else. You know, club coaches, don't ruin it for these kids, you know. Don't get on the phone and saying that the kid got a bad attitude, she uncoachable, you know, and, you know, kill the kid's recruitment, you know.
Because you salty.
Cause you salty.
Yeah,
you know? And I'm just going, you know, this is podcast, but, you know, I'm speaking to you men coaches, that's a bitch move.
It really is, man.
That's straight up a bitch move, you know. For men to smash a young lady's future or attempt to, this is a bitch move, man.
It really is.
Like that's you know, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you are supposed to be that kid's priest. You're supposed to be that kid's accountant. You're supposed to be that kid's lawyer. In other words, that kid has hired you to you know, work on behalf of them. You know, so you can't work on behalf of the kid and the college coach at the same time. You know, which one are you? You know, which one is your client? You know, so the kid is your client. That's the one that you see every day. That's the one you promote to the college coach. That's the one that you say great things about. That's the one that that's what you're trying to sell this kid to college coaches. You know, you should never let anything negative come out your mouth, regardless about that kid, you know, especially when, you know, they decide to move on and go, you know, play for somebody else. It's part of the experience. It's part of the game. You're not gonna keep all the kids that come to you. Kids are gonna go. It's just not gonna work out for everybody that play for you. So don't pick up the phone and you know, say the kid got a bad attitude, she ruined the team, her parents ain't, you know, this or that, you know. Don't go doing that to college coaches, you know. Leave that alone. And that goes for high school coaches too. You know, that's y'all are just as guilty, and you know, it's just kind of saddening to me that, you know, the stories that parents are saying that, you know, when I transferred, that, you know, they talk bad to high school to college coaches about me, and in some instances, you know, the college coach has walked the offer back. They're taking it back, and that's BS. And college coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to you too. You know, I'm talking to you too. You know, so don't let them twist your arm. You know, so if they tell you, you work off your heart, your own eyes, your own judgment. You know what I'm saying? If they promoted the kid and said this kid is good enough, but now that they're transferring, now the kid got the most worst attitude. You know, you wanna, you know, bad. You know, you're gonna let the bad mouthing from the club coach or even the high school coach, you know, lead you to taking the offer back. That's just as bad. You're in the game of receiving transfers on your level.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the portal is. You got kids leaving you, you got kids coming to you. So how can you sit here and accept kids coming to you if, you know, those kids coming to you if somebody says something bad about them.
Preach.
That's,
Preach.
you know, these are kids and they all, you know, we all were 21, 18, 15 one day. You know what I'm saying? We all, you know, we're growing up. We all grew up. They're growing up. You know what I'm saying? Don't stifle their future. If it don't work out for them, at the very least, you know, say thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you. Which you really should say, hey, if there's anything else I can do to help you, you know, land on your feet in the next spot. Don't go, you know, sabotaging the kids' future. And I'm just saying, if you're a man doing this to girls, like that's a bitch move.
It really is. It really is. Because we all do this and we're in it for the kids. And if we're vested for the kids, our job is to help them get scholarships. Whether they're playing with us or they're playing with somebody else, we always want to talk about the positives about the kid. Yeah, there's gonna be times that you want to talk about their weaknesses, but that's still in a positive manner. We're talking about their weaknesses as a player, but we don't want to become so bitter to where we're bad-mouthing a player or we're trying to be so egotistical where we're actually calling a college coach and we're saying, take back that offer from so-and-so or you won't be able to recruit another kid in our program. So basically what Corey was saying was college coaches have integrity. Have integrity. I mean, understand like, okay, this coach may be a little disgruntled or may be a little bitter about this player actually leaving their program because they can play. Not because they got a bad attitude or whatever, because if that was the case, if they just couldn't play or they was terrible, they wouldn't say nothing.
Right.
You know, so if they talking about the kid, that kid must really play. Yeah. And it must have hurt that coach to lose that kid. So understand that because it's some of that been going on. You know, we've been hearing it, you know, and it's actually facts. The offers have been taken back. So, and then, you know, be wise.
Yeah. This is an opportunity for parents to understand that happens behind closed doors, and this is an opportunity for coaches, high school, club, and college coaches to know that, you know, we know it's happening behind closed doors, and, you know, the baseline gonna start saying who y'all are.
Yeah.
You know.
For every problem, there needs to be a solution. So our solution is we are a platform to give the players a voice, to give the parents a voice to where it's not so one-sided where a coach can just say that and it's the end of the day. We are going to give players a platform. If you're bad-mouthing a player, we're gonna give them the platform to discuss, okay, this is why I lost this offer. This is the real reason why it happened. Because so many times it's political where these AAU coaches or high school coaches are just saying this and it's the end of the story. And you never really get the side of the parents or the side of the player. So we want to give them that platform, you know, just to make it equal. Right.
So let's squash this. We in it for these kids, man. If it don't work out, you know, man, you know, because these are kids, you know, these are somebody's kids. You thank the parent, first of all, for allowing them the honor that you get to work with their child. You thank them, say, hey, I appreciate it, you know. I'm deeply saddened that it just didn't work out. But I thank you for letting me work with your daughter, you know, all these months, weeks, or years, you know. If there's anything I can do to help you in the future or whatever, please feel free, you know, reach out. I'm always gonna be a proponent, a cheerleader for your child, you know, and keep it like that. Don't get on the phone and call whoever offered the kid and said, man, this kid, I told you, coach, she's a work of art, and I had to kick her out of the program, and if you want to recruit some more kids in my program, man, you're gonna have to rescind that offer. No, don't do that. Don't do that, going people. That's bullshit.
Right.
That's bullshit. And hey, you might not like the Baseline Talk podcast, but we're gonna start dropping these names on y'all.
Right.
Because it's gonna come to the end. It ain't cool.
Hey, and at the same time, you people out there, I really want to extend an invitation. That goes for AAU coaches. It goes for college coaches, players, parents. Feel free to reach out to us. Reach out to us about anything. We're not critics. We're not critics. We just want to tell the truth. And over the weekend, there's some teams and there's some players that I want to say, how you're a good player or you're a big time player, and sometimes you're just getting overshadowed by another player. I don't want y'all to be afraid to reach out to us, because there's some big time players on some teams that's kind of playing just like a role because of the players that they playing with. But if they were in another organization, they will be able to really showcase their own skill set. Don't be afraid to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Those AAU coaches who needs that piece and saying, hey, we're a good team. What are we missing? What do we need? Feel free to reach out to us. So I want to open that invitation to Team Lex, to Cy-Fair, to Pro Skills, to True Texas, to Lady Jets. I want to open it up to everybody. We're not bad-mouthing anybody. We just go call it like we see it. If you rank number 1 or you rank number 5 or 6, we just want you to prove your worth. And if you don't prove your worth, and there's another hardworking kid that's actually playing better than you, we're just going to speak that, So, and then we have some parents that want to have a voice, that have an issue with some things, and they want to come on the podcast and address those things. Feel free to reach out to us. We want to be approachable. We want to be as easy to talk to as we can be. It's an open platform.
You're right, man. I just love hearing the phone calls, the conversation where, the parents saying, man, F them rankings, man. They they sit there and saw my kid, go to work on blah blah blah. I'm just saying for an example, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Sean don't drop in the top 100, after the performance that she did this weekend, I understand how a parent would feel like, F them rankings, cause it shouldn't be that freaking obvious and political that, a kid like her, after those performances, on ranked kids in front of several evaluators don't get their flowers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna call it out.
We're gonna call it out.
That means the rankings ain't shit.
Man. And we gonna tell it like it is, because I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Some of these parents, they're actually questioning the credibility of the people that are doing the rankings. They actually want to know those guys' resumes who are actually doing these rankings. They like, who's giving these guys the platform to say who can play and who cannot play, or because they just want to know credentials sometimes, So if you're one of those guys that's out there ranking players and doing those type of things, man, you're not bragging or anything like that. If you just put out your credentials and your resume on why you deserve to be able to rank players, you know, we can say why we can rank players. We can say why we have credibility because we have a resume to back it up. But there's parents questioning resumes out there, and rightfully so.
Right.
I mean, it's a good question.
Right.
So actually, we would like to even extend invitations to other ranking services. We would love to bring you on to the podcast and just talk about it and discuss it, you know, as professionals on how the rankings are done, what y'all looking for, qualifications, credentials, and have a nice, you know, talk. Have a nice talk about it. You know, round table, talk about it. And that goes for any of you guys out there that do rankings. Come on, man. We would love to have you, man.
Right.
Hey, actually, I want to extend the invitation. Jason Key, we would love to have you on the Baseline Talk podcast. You know, you've been doing this for a while. You're well known around the area. And we would just like to, just kind of talk to you, ask you questions, let you explain to the people where you're coming from. I don't know if that's something that you'll do, but we want to be courteous enough to extend you an innocent invitation, Jason, because right now, you know, that's one of the scout services that people are looking at. You know, we'll be coming with our scouting service this fall. Actually, we're going to throw a rising freshman camp, 2027s. We want all the 2027s that's going into high school. We'll be doing a camp Labor Day weekend. We're gonna love to have you, but that's a different story. But Jason Key, we would love to have you on the Baseline Talk podcast, man, and just talk basketball, talk rankings, and just get your perspective on how you do things.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean back on Simi Colson.
Okay, Simi.
You know, Simi Colson's daughter, you know, when she played in high school, and he used the acronym PMF.
Okay.
PMF. Yeah, he said that PMF, you know, which is short for, you know, that punk motherfucker. You know, had his daughter ranked at 157.
Whoa.
You know.
She a pro.
And she a pro, bro. She a pro.
Ouch.
She a pro. And, you know, that's 2006, 2007, you know, whatever. She comes out of high school or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, he was just one of those parents that say it, you know, you a PMF.
Yeah, you're a punk motherfucker.
Yeah.
And actually, I want to change the narrative, so I'm going to actually go into that profession. You know, because I experienced it.
Right. So you got somebody was Colson is how many years in the WNBA right now?
Oh man, at least 10.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, and she played, you know, on the top teams.
Yeah.
Played against top talent. He did everything he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But
she gave people the business.
Yeah,
though.
she gave people the business.
She was more like an independent. You would say independent in these days.
Yeah.
She was an independent team, insiders.
Right. Yeah, Houston Insiders.
And she gave people the business.
Gave people the business.
Not just in college, but she been doing it. She was doing it in high school.
Doing it in high school. You look up the Sandra Medals. You know, her high school team, which is I can't remember what it, but she was the MVP of the tournament.
West Side?
Yeah, Houston West Side. They won the Sandra Medals. She was the MVP, and like I said, that ain't no punk tournament, you know.
Yeah, I mean, went to A&M, man.
Went to A&M,
won a national champion. Yeah.
You know, but you know, some evaluated because they had a pen. You know, put it at 157. You know, and so like I said, so that's the kind of stuff that. Now there's a platform called a podcast that we get to say this BS.
Yeah, we got to say BS.
And we're gonna try to reach as many parents, you know, that's gonna put a Sydney Colson, that's a ranking service gonna put the next Sydney Colson at 157.
Right.
You know, and we're gonna blast them.
Cause we seen a lot of players that are unranked that deserve to be ranked. This weekend.
Deserve to be,
This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you some examples. Tierra McCowan. Now, she was a member of the USA 19 and under gold medal team as a rising senior. And this is a team that's comprised of seniors and rising freshmen. Yet, you know, because whatever reason, I'm gonna say she didn't parade herself around to all of the little ranking camps. A 6'7", 235 pound. 6'7", 235 pound kid didn't get ranked high enough to be considered a McDonald All-American.
And still playing in the WNBA today.
And played in 2 national championship games.
Yeah.
2 national.
Yeah, played for the Dallas Wings, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Play for us.
Now, there were 2 players that in Texas that was McDonald All-Americans, ranked high in 2015, that didn't score a combined 10 points between them. That was voted McDonald All-American because they were ranked higher. You know, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, it really is.
That's bullshit, you know.
Yeah, it's history on it. You know, it's facts. You know, it's facts.
Man, we can
go on and on.
Yeah, we can go on and on. You know, but you can't. You know, if it's a 5'6" kid, you know, but shit, she was 6'7".
Come on.
She was 6'7" and a USA gold medalist.
Best post player in Texas, pretty much. The best post player in Texas. If not the best player, maybe the second or third, but that deserves a high ranking. Right. So she should have been there just as much as Kalani Brown and all that came out in that class, but you know, the powers to be, you know, screwed them. So we're advocates for the players and parents now. That's why we have this platform, and we're gonna use that platform to speak the truth.
It's coming. It's gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep coming, man. But you know, man, to wrap this up, man, it's the 26th, 27th of June, 26th?
Yeah, it's 26th of June.
26th of June, man. The tune-ups are done. All the teams get in the gym, you know, work on your inbound plays, your sets, fine-tune and everything. And come July 7th, you know, hey, come on out and perform. You know, again, kudos, hats off to Full Throttle and Earn Not Given staff for an amazing event. Hats off to Hardwood Classic, Jammer Basketball for an amazing event. Hats off to all parents, players, everybody working together, man. All the stuff is about the kids, man. I'm looking forward to July, like you are already discussing. You know, he get on the plane going to Louisville.
Yeah, we're going to Louisville. I'm being Louisville. Yeah. Parents, reach out to us. We want to get you all on too. There's a lot of parents we want to talk to.
Yeah. So man, this is exciting. You know, the kids, teams, coaches. Hey, y'all know if these kids are not Division I caliber or not. We got a great event in between the live period on the 15th, 16th at Hebron High School called the Main Court. You know, you guys are gonna be on the main court, you know.
Division II,
NAIAs, you know.
I'll be in attendance.
We got something for you. So hey, just come on out, man. And hey, like I said, y'all are paying us by clicking the like, share, and subscribe button and becoming a part of the team. Becoming a part of the team, man.
That's right. So, we need some teammates. So please like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoy it, you want us to keep it coming to you and giving it to you raw, hey, like, share, and subscribe.
There you go.
Need you, teammates.
Baseline Podcast coming at you again. Y'all stay tuned, man. We appreciate it, man. We just keep this content coming. Hopefully twice a week now.